Parkour Legacy, a game that's been around for a long ass time. Will it be able to beat the sequel? Let's find out. Each game will compete in 3 rounds, and the game with the most wins will be considered the game you should play. But real quick, I want to thank y'all for getting me to 100 subs. Let's try to get to 200 next. But yeah, that's all. Let's get back to the vid. Category 1 is gonna be the map. If you pay attention to Legacy's map, sure, there are a bunch of buildings, but if we want to look closer and really examine this, it's all the same thing, bro. Sadly, a lot of the buildings are copy and pasted. But did you know Reborn was made to solve this problem? Reborn has not 1, but 3 separate districts. Let's go to the first one called Downtown. This district is not only aesthetically pleasing, but it also has functionality because it's really friendly to, let's say if you don't have the grappler or any gear, you can still traverse it with ease. And in my opinion, it's a good sandbox to learn the game. And moving on to district number 2, we have Derwin. This is a really nice looking district, but it's a little bit more advanced, so I would suggest you're comfortable with the game before trying to go on to this area. But yeah, it's categorized by its darker theme, kind of like a cyberpunk thing, and I think it's really cool. The time trials are amazing in this specific district, and it's also home to one of the biggest buildings in the entire map, which is Artemis, and it has a full interior you can actually climb.
What's that? What's a
interior?
And it's also like ginormous. It takes up like 60% of the map. So yeah, lots of content. Now last but certainly not least, we have Fragment. And this place is basically just New York City. It's literally called Times Square. Compared to the last 2, this one doesn't really have that much content, but that will change with the addition of High Rise, which will be coming extremely soon. So being brutally honest, I'll have to give this round to Reborn. But this is far from over. We still have 4 different rounds, and this next round will be content. And surprisingly, this is pretty close. On one hand, Reborn's map is really cool to traverse and it has tons of replayability, but Legacy has so many gears. You could mix and match and just do way more stuff in Legacy, and the game also gets updated more consistently. So at the end of the day, it really just comes down to what you want as an individual. Personally, I want more mechanics and stuff to do. Therefore, I will give this round to Legacy. Currently, it's a tie 1-1. Any game can win. And this next round, I would say is probably the most important thing for a game. The next category is the community, and the community contributes a lot to the experience. Legacy's community actually has a reputation for being quite toxic. Since the game's been around for so long, I mean, so is the community. And that's allowed for so many opportunities for like drama. I could make a whole documentary on it, so I'm not gonna list them on this video, but just know they were like mad pedos. On the other hand, Reborn's community is not that much better, I'm not gonna lie. The only difference is there's a lot of people who invest a lot of time into this game, and some of them have an overinflated ego for being good at a game like nobody cares about. Like, bro, this shit has like 150 concurring. They think it's a badge of honor to know like the newest fat ass mechanic. It's just a flexing contest to see who thinks the most, bro. And typically this is like the only thing they're good at. So like if you insult their gameplay in any way, they take it as like an attack on their fucking existence, bro. So if you were thinking about trying to be good in this game, I would advise against it because it's just way too competitive, and I don't think you should sacrifice that much time. So I'm actually gonna give a 0.5 to each game because both communities are low-key ass. A lot of people take Reborn way too seriously, and it's just like, come on, bro. So at the end of the day, I mean, I can't really blame them. If you enjoy playing the game, then like, shit, all power to you. I just low-key think it's a waste of time. Overall, I think Reborn does have more potential than Legacy because it has a more expansive map and it's getting worked on as we speak. 1.5 is right around the corner, and I have high hopes for the future of this game.